So today's aim is investigation or determination of given unknown organic compound by qualitative test. As in the last practicals already discussed this all types of tests, how to perform this qualitative analysis. So we will directly start with the actual practical part of this aim. Now this is the unknown organic compound given for qualitative analysis. This is solid in nature and whitish in color, or it is colorless. And start the actual part, that is Bayer's test and systematic qualitative analysis. Now upon completion of the preliminary evaluation, that is state, color and order. So here is the unknown organic compound was given for the identification, which is having colorless, means whitish in color, and it shows it is a solid in nature. After this preliminary evaluation, we have to perform a Beilstein test, which is used for the determination of whether the compound is aromatic or aliphatic in nature. So the procedure for this: take a copper foil and heat it on the burner till the green color of flame disappears. After this, add a small amount of unknown organic compound on this copper foil and observe the flame. When a flame is sooty flame, so it indicates the compound is aromatic in nature. If it is a non-sooty flame, this compound is aliphatic in nature. So let's observe this. Yes, it is a non-sooty flame, means the compound is, I am repeating again. This compound is aliphatic in nature, means non-sooty flame. Here is the difference between sooty and non-sooty flame. Firstly, sooty flame, heat this copper foil. After this, take a compound, small amount of compound, heat gently, and to observe this is aromatic compound. Yes, it is sooty flame. Another one, non-sooty flame. Again, heat this copper foil on this burner. Take a small amount of aliphatic compound and observe the flame. So this is non-sooty flame. Here is the difference between sooty and non-sooty flame. Sooty flame indicates a compound is aromatic in nature, and non-sooty flame indicates the compound is aliphatic in nature. But instead of some organic compounds or some aliphatic compounds with 4 and more than 4 carbon atoms may also give this sooty flame. For organic compound, this test is useful for the detection of unsaturation and saturation present in the organic compound. The procedure is: take 0.1 to 0.2 gram of organic compound in the test tube first, then add 2 ml of water and dissolve it properly. After adding this water, take 2 ml of 10% sodium carbonate and add 4 drops of KMnO4. After adding the KMnO4, observe the color of and compare it with the pink color. While observing this KMnO4 as a pink color, this pink color of KMnO4 disappears, while changes to red to brown color, means the compound is unsaturated in nature. And this unsaturation is applicable for the organic compounds like phenol compound. Examples are alpha naphthol, beta naphthol. Then acids, benzoic acid, phthalic acid, and thiourea also, it shows unsaturation here. Procedure for preparation of sodium fusion extract, and this test is also known as Lassigny's test. Firstly, collect the fresh piece of sodium metal into the sodium fusion tube. Dip into the sodium fusion tube by using capillaries. Then heat until it melts. Then add a small amount of organic compound into the sodium fusion tube containing sodium metal. Heat again until sodium fusion tube is red hot in nature. Yes, it is a red hot while observing, and put this sodium fusion tube into the distilled water. The sodium fusion extract will be prepared by taking this sodium metal, repeating the procedure 2 to 3 times. Again, I am taking 2 to 3 times to get the concentrate of the sodium fusion extract. Again, I am taking the sodium metal into the sodium fusion tube and insert by using this capillary. Heat until it melts. As it melts, then take a small amount of organic compound . Heat this, and the lower end of fusion tube will be red hot. And put this fusion tube into the distilled water, collected into the porcelain dish, and repeat this procedure for 2 to 3 times. Crush this sodium fusion tubes and heat for 10 to 15 minutes to get the fusion extract. Of boiling, filter this sodium fusion extract. The sodium fusion extract is prepared to detect the organic compounds are basically these organic compounds are non-ionic in nature. Therefore, in order to detect the elements in the organic compound, it is necessary to convert them into water soluble ionizable inorganic substances so that the ionic test of inorganic qualitative analysis may be applied. This conversion may be accomplished by several methods, but this fusion method is well known and applicable for the conversion of this or preparation of the sodium fusion extract. The procedure is to be fuse the organic compounds with metallic sodium. First test is test for nitrogen. Here is the sodium fusion extract of the unknown organic compound. Take 2 ml of this sodium fusion extract in the test tube. Add 1 to 0.2 gram of this ferrous sulfate crystals. Then add 1 ml of 10% sodium hydroxide solution. Boil gently. Then add dilute sulfuric acid and observe the color. So here is the formation of Persian blue color, means the nitrogen is present in the organic compound. Now the test for sulfur. Take sodium fusion extract, then add 2 ml of acetic acid, then add 4 to 5 drops of lead acetate. So after adding this lead acetate, there is an appearance of black or brown precipitate, means the sulfur is present in this unknown organic compound. So you can write in inference sulfur is present. So I am repeating again. Take a sodium fusion extract, add 2 ml of acetic acid and 4 to 5 drops of lead acetate. There is observation appearance of black or brown precipitate, means the sulfur is present in this unknown organic compound. In our organic compound, there is a presence of nitrogen and sulfur. So there is a confirmatory test for the nitrogen and sulfur together. So the procedure for this, take a 2 ml of sodium fusion extract, then add dilute hydrochloric acid, then add a few drops of ferric chloride solution. So here is the observation, that is blood red color is observed, means both nitrogen and sulfur are present in this unknown organic compound. This is the confirmation that this nitrogen and sulfur is present in the given unknown organic compound, which is tested by using this following test. I am repeating again this test. Take a sodium fusion extract, add dilute hydrochloric acid and just a few drops of ferric chloride solution to appears the blood red color to this solution. There is a confirmation of both nitrogen and sulfur are present in this unknown organic compound. Here is a test for detection of halogen. Take 1 ml of sodium fusion extract, then add excess of dilute nitric acid, boil for few minutes up to 1/2 the volume is obtained. Upon cooling of this solution, add few drops of silver nitrate. If the white or yellow precipitate is there, it confirms the halogen is present, but in case of this there is no white or yellow precipitate, means the halogen is absent. Only nitrogen and sulfur elements are present in the given unknown organic compound. Identification of the functional group is a very important part of this qualitative analysis or this qualitative organic analysis. If there are 4 groups, for example, compound containing carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, means nitrogen, sulfur and halogen is not present in the unknown organic compound by detecting the elements taste. So the compound is in a group number 1, as we discussed in the theoretical part. In group number 2, the compounds containing carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen only. In case of group number 3, compound containing carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur, these compounds are included in the group number 3, which includes acids like sulfonic acids, neutral compounds like thiourea, sulfonamides, etc. And group number 4 contains carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and halogen. These elements are present in the group number 4. These are acidic and neutral organic compound. But in case of our today's example, there is a presence of nitrogen and sulfur. Both elements are present in the given unknown organic compound. So our group is group number 3, means the compound contains carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. So for the confirmation of this functional group present in the organic compound, the taste for neutral compound, that is for thiourea. Take a 0.2 gram of this compound, then add 2 ml of sodium hydroxide, heat on the flame. After heating, cool this solution and add 2 drops of this lead acetate, and observe the color. It shows a brown to black precipitate, or it shows a dark brown or black color, means the thiourea is confirmed. So we confirm this thiourea by taking a taste, or group number 3, which is confirmatory test for thiourea, means it is a neutral compound. Another confirmatory test for detection of this functional group, that is reaction of ferric chloride on this organic compound. Take this unknown organic compound and melt this. After melting, add 2 ml of water and add aqueous ferric chloride solution. Here is the observation, blood red colorization is there, so it confirms the thiourea is present. So the unknown organic compound is thiourea. Here we are performing the physical constant of given unknown organic compound. The glasswares required for this physical constant: capillary, fusion tube, then thermometer, Thiele's tube, etc. This Thiele's tube is filled with the liquid paraffin. First, take this capillary and close the one end by using this Bunsen burner. One end of the capillary is closed now. Fill this compound in the test tube by tapping this capillary, sorry, not test tube, it is capillary. By tapping this capillary into the sodium fusion tube. Here is the capillary is filled out. Tie this filled capillary towards this thermometer and dip this thermometer into the Thiele's tube properly. Don't touch this thermometer towards the Thiele's tube. Yes. Now hit this liquid paraffin which is filled in the Thiele's tube and report the physical constant. Now the compound is chars out and it melts. Observe that the compound is totally melts. Turn off the burner and report the physical constant. Make it clear that this thermometer is having a range 2 by 1 means one line is equal to 2 degrees Celsius. So this physical constant of this compound is in a even number, not in the odd number, because the one line is equal to 2 degrees Celsius. So make it sure or clear first by which type of thermometer will use for this determination of physical constant.
Upon completion of this step-by-step qualitative analysis of this given and non-organic compound, you have to report the result in this sequence like state, color, odor, aromaticity, saturation, or whether this compound is unsaturated, then solubility of this unknown organic compound, then extra element present in this compound and functional group, then melting point and boiling point. These are the some questions for synopsis. First question is write the confirmatory test for thiourea. Melt this 0.2 gram of compound in test tube, cool it and dissolve this in 2 ml of water and add aqueous ferric chloride solution. There is observation of ferric thiocyanate which is having a blurred red color. It confirms this is a thiourea. That compound is thiourea. Second question, why the ignition tube must be dry in fusion test? Because the ignition, if water present in it reacts with the sodium and it makes it inactive or even it causes a small type of explosion when the sodium metal reacts with this water. Why this distilled water is used for the preparation of sodium fusion extract? Because tap water may contain a chloride ions which gives a positive taste for chloride even it is absent in the organic compound. Hence, the sodium fusion extract is prepared in distilled water. Question number 4. Which organic compound gives a silver mirror taste with Tollens reagent? These organic compounds which are easily oxidizable and are reducing nature gives a silver mirror taste. Example, reducing sugars like sucrose and glucose. Glucose and fructose. Question number next. What is the effect of moisture and impurities on melting point or boiling point? When presence of moisture and impurities lowers the melting point while boiling point is elevated if the moisture and impurities are present. These are the some questions, synopsis questions related to this qualitative analysis. Thank you.